Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with another daily stock market video. It is Friday, the end of another trading week. And I gotta say, this was not a great trading week. First off, let me know in the comments below if you actually ended the week green. If you did, you are a rock star. Let me know what your positions were. Did you play the downside? Were you buying puts? Were you buying hedges? Let me know in the Discord server as well if you're not in there already. But let's talk about Palantir today because I mean, looking at the heat map here, you can see it was just a rough day in the market overall. The weird thing about today, though, is that not only was this whole week just a really odd week and a really rough week across the board, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, what really dragged the market down was the tech sector, was the QQQs, the cubes, right? Because really the tech sector has been propping the market up this whole time. Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, you name it. They are the ones that have been carrying the stock market through the recession, in my opinion. And they've all been red earlier in the week. And that's what's kind of been bringing the whole market down, in my opinion, in addition to the treasuries and whatnot. But the weird thing about today is, look at it. What are the green stocks today? The green stocks are the tech stocks, and the rest of the market is red. Which is super weird, right? Because so tech rebounded today, but the rest of the market is still red. So is this some sort of dead cat bounce in tech? I don't know what's going on, but look, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Amazon, all green. Semis, the semi sector just got demolished yesterday, okay? They were so deep in the red. And look at it, they all rebounded today. So very weird. PayPal was green today. Here's the semiconductor sector right here. I mean, craziness, right? Just weirdness. Home improvement, Home Depot and Lowe's were green. Starbucks was green for some reason. Just very weird day, weird week in the stock market. The real question, though, we all need to know is this just the beginning or where is the bottom? I don't think anybody can predict that with certainty. Even crypto has been beating down this past week, which is weird because people were saying crypto might be a hedge. Well, it looks like crypto is trading along with the stock market. So let me know what you think is the hedge against a stock market downturn. What's your plan? If this is the beginning of a correction or even worse, a recession, or even worse than that, a depression. But let's take a look at Palantir today. So on Robinhood, you can see Palantir, not a bad day overall, all things considered. We closed the day down 0.25%. Down another 0.29% in after hours trading. But look at this. We opened the day in the green, up 0.9%, immediately sold off within the first hour of market open, down 5.2%. We rallied right back by lunchtime, up 1.06%, and then choppy, just kind of up and down, like I said, to close the day down just a little bit. But Palantir, speaking of having a rough ride, Palantir has not been having a good time lately. Look at this. On the week, you're down 20.5% on Palantir. On the month, you're down over 35% on Palantir. On the past 3 months, you're down almost 24%. So really, you have to go back to the yearly chart. And basically from the beginning, if you were an early investor, day one of the IPO, you are up still 138%. We have that Batman formation right here. But all joking aside, Palantir might be creating some bag holders here. I don't know. The options, though, might be a little bit of a saving grace because they are always on the juicier side. So let's just see. If you wanted to sell some puts at the money for next week, you would be collecting $102 in premium for putting up $2,350 in capital. So 102 divided by 2350 is going to give you a return on risk of 4.3%. It's not the juiciest stock out there right now, right? So even Palantir, kind of, in my opinion, less and less appealing to me by the day. Now, full disclosure, I have never traded Palantir, neither stocks nor shares, so I have no skin in the game. But I know a lot of the people in the Discord server, I know on Wall Street Bets, Palantir is a very popular ticker. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below if you have options or stock on Palantir. Now, the silver lining here, if we go back to the chart, is if you're truly bullish on Palantir in maybe the midterm or the long term, this might be a great buy the dip opportunity. The last time Palantir was at this price level was actually back in January, about a month and a half ago now. And then before that, it was around the same price level back in December. So might be on sale right now if you are bullish mid to long term on Palantir. Now, here's an article that I came across today on Barron's. And this article is titled Palantir Insiders Sell Another $18.5 million of Stock. Now, this article came out around 1:23 p.m. today. And in general, if a company insider is selling stock, that's usually not a good sign, right? Because they usually know something that us regular Joes don't know. So really the question is, why are they selling so much stock right now? Are they bearish on the stock? Do they think there's more pain to come? Right now it says over the past 2 days, 3 executives filed with the SEC to disclose the sale of about $18.5 million in stock. And that brings total sales disclosed by Palantir's leaders this week to nearly $112 million. So who sold these shares? Well, looks like one was a general counsel member. The other was where their chief legal and business affairs officer, their chief financial officer, their COO. So a lot of kind of big name people that I'm assuming are higher up in the company are selling off their shares, which again, maybe not a good sign. And it doesn't necessarily have to be because they don't believe in Palantir. Maybe it's because they think the overall market is going to crash or correct. So they want to cash out now rather than wait and cash out at a lower price later. Who knows? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Let's look at the TradingView chart here on Palantir to see the price action. Now, looking at it, overall, ever since about the end of January, the whole month of February, the trend is kind of down and to the right. So it looks like we've just been selling off a lot recently. And not only that, but take a look at this. We had a pretty significant sell-off today, again, in the red, but we looks like are settled right on this trend line that I drew a while back at around $23.90, just shy of $24. So we have to find a support somewhere, right? We have to find the bottom. Is $24 the bottom? And then are we going to go up from here? Or the next area of support that I have is at about $21. And looking back at the data, looks like it's a pretty weak area of support. There's only 2 price action points there. So I don't even know where the next kind of rigid or hard area of support is, because after 21, my next area of support is 18. Then below that, it's maybe at 15. Maybe there's one here as well. I'm going to draw a line there around $16 or so. Looks like there's some price action there from back in November of last year. But let me know in the comments below what you think. But the overall trend right now, the RSI is a little bit oversold. So that might be a little bit of a good news sentiment right there. But I still think that we have to figure out what the overall market is doing. I'm scared right now to open up any new positions. This week, I had sold some puts on Space. Actually opened some more 0 data expiration puts on Space today. Made a few bucks here. Made some taco money for tonight. And then I also am right now bag holding 400 shares of Corsair. Kind of upset about that, but what are you going to do? It's not a huge part of my portfolio, but in a perfect world, I don't want to bag hold anything. So I'm going to be looking to get out of those for at least a little bit of profit, hopefully soon. But if not, I'm going to start selling covered calls on those probably on Monday if we're looking to have another red week next week. Let's end the video looking at the option flow data to see what the big money investors were doing with Palantir to say. So here's Sweepcast, one of the option flow platforms that I've been using. And a lot of big money came in on Palantir today. In fact, look at this, 4 minutes right before the market closed, a $6 million option order came in. That was the biggest one of the day, which was a put option, okay, for the $29 strike. So the other big orders, 3 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million. Some big orders came in. Here's another one, 10 minutes before the market closed, 3:50 p.m. That was for $1 million, which was another put option. Overall, though, the sentiment, according to this program, is bullish. I'm not sure if I agree with that, to be honest with you. Total of 85 calls, 50 puts. A lot of big money traded in Palantir. I mean, if they're not for the millions, a lot of these are in the 6 figures. A lot of money came in on Palantir today. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Personally, I'm bearish right now on the market as a whole, and that really means unless you're GameStop, I'm pretty much bearish on your ticker right now. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. Make sure you join the Discord server if you're not in there already. We have a lot of smart and interesting people trading all different kinds of strategies, whether you're trading shares or options, whatever you want, even penny stocks, there's a place for you. Add me on StockTwits, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit. And most importantly, let's all have a good weekend, regroup, and have a green week next week. I'll see you on the moon.